This circle of life surrounds me and the people I shared with, collectively experiencing the same illusion that is time, and self-made illusions of the mind that waste the time that we add our human limitations to and our lack of patience for what's to come. Drunk by desires and untamed fires of the heart, leeches for power of all before power of self, biting off more than one can chew. But the emptiness has yet to subside. We reside in waters of chaos, for the land is far from reach, absent in reclaims of the root, a lack of grounding, so we must swim. Many drown in the depths, conquering quick gratifications, breathless moments mistaken for air. Others ride the waves before reaching land, for we all must learn to be one with the flow, or its nature will overtake you. Unless you're rendered still, paralyzed by endless action you're called to make, choosing to decline will decide your fate. Walking in place, watching the circle of life that surrounds you, cloaked in fears and weighted by regret. Motionless life. Life with circled, subtle, and self-constructed threats. This one literally came from me thinking about the word paralyzed, but also thinking about change, thinking about action, thinking about inaction, thinking about my action, thinking about actions that I can take, thinking about the fears that I have that keep me from making do on what I can do. It's unfortunate but true. And as I look at those things and I talk with myself about why, not just why I don't do certain things, but why I believe I can't do certain things. Fears, I feel, are natural things, but they're also conditioned things. They're conditioned beliefs. They're beliefs that you fuel. You feed your fear in so many different ways. I feed my fears by not taking action on the things that would help me get closer to what it is I desire. But in this day, today, I'm thinking more about what it is that I desire, what it is that I want from life. Why do I want it from life? Because I don't want to live to work. And I say that with knowing that I have to work, or knowing that work is required. Work doesn't just have to do with a place that you sign into every day, that you check into every day. It doesn't even always relate to income or finances. Work may equal the sacrifices that one has to take to receive what it is that they want. Sacrifices that you must take in order to get the results that you want. But even results are an interesting concept. Lately, I've been thinking about results through the lens of art or through the lens of creation in general, but I'm going to use art to explain it. Looking at results through the lens of art makes me think about the fact that in this life, so many of us, me included, we do things and we do so without enjoying the process. You do this for something. There is an incentive behind what you're doing. There's the understanding that in this life, there's things that you will do, and you'll do them for a cause. You'll do them for a reason. It's nice for the cause or the reason, for the foundation to be something stable and something genuine, something with love, something pure. But the purity of things, I find, gets poisoned as you age and as you realize what it is that you need to do to survive, what it is that you need to do to support yourself. And it kind of just comes back to the idea, the concept of living to work and not working to live. Many people I'm not sure we all really think about what we want to do with the life that we have. There's so many different things to think about. There's so many things to consume. There's so much information to consume, so much visual information to consume, so much communication to consume, because communication is information, communication is ideas, communication is concepts with which you receive in this back and forth sequence, hopefully to understand and not just to, say what you want to say, hear what you hear, and that be it. Not just have it and not just communicate with no depth. But back to the point, some of us take a lot more time to think about why we want to live. Like, what in you is clawing at the outside of you to be released to the public? What in you is fighting to be let out? And I feel like it kind of starts there. Whatever is fighting and clawing at your insides to be released is likely exactly what you need to be putting energy into, giving attention, paying attention. Pay attention to yourself. That means pay yourself. Like right now, if there's someone else watching other than me in the future, whenever I end up watching this one, you're paying attention to me if you've reached this point. I'm not sure. For those that have reached this point, you're paying attention to me. I hope that you take time out of your day to pay attention to yourself, too. I'm not shading you for watching this either, for consuming content. Everybody does in their own way. but I'm simply saying pay yourself. Give yourself that abundance. Give yourself wealth by paying attention to you and what it is that you want to do. What thought runs across your mind that you give glances to, that you haven't given a full look or a full chance. And if you have, then it's like a dance. It's a dance of glance. And then you go right back into whatever trance you're in. And a trance can be anything in this life. Perhaps you are under the spell, the social spell, the media spell, a substance spell. What are you under that takes away from you? That's where that came from today, though. And it's not like there wasn't content that encouraged the thought. There's books that encourage the thought. And it's funny with books, especially with the books that I've been tasked to read, but also just felt like, okay, I chose to read this one. It's like information that I know. It's like hearing information that deep down you know, but you don't necessarily know how you know. But it's like breaking the ice off of the door or breaking the ice off of the lock. And now you need to turn the keys and you need to turn it and figure out the code to actually unlock it. You need to figure out what it is that you need to do to actually unlock the knowledge fully, to use it to its fullest extent, to not just know, but to do. And I think that's where I'm at in life right now. Like, I'm aware that there's going to be cycles of me knowing and cycles of me finally getting to the part to where I actually live, where I actually act. I move my feet, I move my mouth, I exercise these. Where I embody that with which I know. But the cycle, I'm aware that the cycle will occur. And I'm happy about it, though. Because I've gone through cycles within this past year where so many reoccurring things have happened, and it's like I know me because this is who I wanted to be, but not fully. It's not full yet. It's not complete, but perhaps it'll never be complete. It's just ever changing, malleable. Like it I say that to say, with being given reoccurring things or situations that reflect past situations, that those were so many opportunities that I was given to do something different and move towards something that felt more right, that was more mature, that was more me. And the more that I do it, the more that it opens me up. Perhaps it's why I'm even doing this. Because I've been opened. But I had to open it though. That was not easy. By any means. And I'm still opening. But that's where the happiness from it comes from, though. You reflect on what it is that you were, who it is that you were. You accept that that was the case. That's who you were, and this right now is a becoming. This is a transitional period. This is the unknown. I'm done though. I'm done with thought. I need to continue doing what I need to do. I need to write down my goals today. Yep. That's what I will be doing. Because there's so much out there for me. There's so much to do. There's so much that I'm going to be able to do. So I think it's best to define those things. It's one thing to know up here, but I need to write that down on paper, you know? Set it in this world and not that world. I can't leave it up there. Because I have to transport it from here to paper to life. I'm excited for myself. This time last year, I wouldn't be able to say the same. No. It was actually like a stark difference. Loathing and succumbing to fear. So scared. In the dark. Quite literally. But not necessarily reaching for lights. And that perhaps was the problem. Not reaching for light and not necessarily seeing my own. Focused only on what was wrong. Not as positive or optimistic, I should say. Unmanaged and unfocused. I've come a long way. much more to do. And that does make me quite emotional. I definitely feel the feels when it comes to that because it's different. Like, I can say it alone, but to say it and publicize it is different, for sure. To say it and believe it, to say it and know it, not know the contents of it, but know, get ready to know more contents of it, get ready to know more steps with which I have to take in order to obtain what is already mine. That's what makes it different. It makes it more real, and I love that. So, I don't know how many times I've said, but for real, it's time.